Hey, hey, Capricorn. Mel, Intuitive Soul Coach here. Excited to bring in your November 2025 bonus reading. This session is all about uncovering your sacred shifts and divine gifts. We'll take a look at the messages your spiritual team would like to share, the energy that's asking to be transformed, and of course, guidance that can help you step into greater alignment this month. All right, Capricorn, let's open up your energy field and take a look at your spiritual teachers. Who are they? What do they have to say? You have here Kali. Now, Kali has been showing up for a lot of signs. And when I see that repetition all across the board, it tells me there is a collective energy of facing fears in the month of November. Now, Kali for you personally is reminding you that there are major spiritual changes unfolding for you. And this is your chance to soar. This is your chance to shine your light. You have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is a soul quenching renewal. And as we near your season, for those of you sun sign Capricorns out there, I feel like you are getting ready to step into this new version of yourself. This could even be a new role in your outer world. Perhaps this is a new project here that you are working on. Some of you could be relocating, moving. You may be guided to put your voice out there or even close out old chapters. So Kali Ma is coming in and you can see that she has this necklace of skulls around her, which can represent, rebirth, death and rebirth. So for many of you, you have been going through this transition period. And for some of you, it's been months. For others of you, it feels like this has been years. And you're like, Mel, I am so ready to step into this next chapter of my life. And it is going to require you to face some of your deepest, darkest fears. And with the help of Scorpio energy and even Sagittarian energy this month, I feel like you are going to the depths of your soul, the depths of your subconscious here. And so recognize when patterns are resurfacing here, or emotions may be resurfacing, or even attachments, because you are being guided to release and let go in order for you to really shine. Now, you also have here, Capricorn, Master Buddha. Master Buddha brings in increased awareness, deep connections, trusting your inner voice. This is giving me high priestess vibes, where a lot of you are guided to listen to the intuitive downloads that are coming in. I mean, all of you are receiving intuitive messages that are coming through even the external world. It could even be through signs, through symbols, through nature, through animals. It could even be a person who shows up through synchronistic alignments that you are guided to work with. But I also am getting here a teacher energy. So you may be guided to teach at this time, or maybe you are the student. You could be connecting to a coach, a healer, a mentor. But I feel like Master Buddha is bringing in this increased awareness to help you deepen your connection with yourself, but also strengthen and deepen connections with those around you. I'm getting community here, community of tribe, community of family. I'm also hearing the name Shauna. Could also be Sean as well. This could be your name. It could be someone that is entering into your realm in the near future. And then lastly, Capricorn, you have Green Tara bringing in with her supreme protection. You are protected and divinely directed as you are opening up to this new chapter. The Ace of Cups is a soul-quenching renewal. Your soul has been asking for rest and retreat. right? Your soul has been saying, okay, I've gone through a lot. It is time for me to honor my sensitivity and my gifts. It's time for me to simplify, but I also see that there's expansion occurring within you. So you can have a calm, rested, digestive system as well. Think of the parasympathetic nervous system here, where rest and digest and ease is coming up, where you feel safe, you feel secure. So many of you have been working on creating that type of energy in your life, and maybe even working on your digestive system if you have had issues in your solar plexus region. But I'm also getting you're protected as you take a leap of faith in this direction, right? Maybe you're opening up a business. Perhaps you're moving across the state or the continent. You could be retiring. You could be moving into a new relationship. Whatever it is that you are doing, whatever energies you're opening up to, you are protected here as you move through this transitionary period. Cords are being cut. Wow, cords are being cut. I don't see it here, but it feels like the death card where death and rebirth I mentioned with Kali, but I see now that the cords are attached to this 3 of Swords. So that's the gift here. Cords are being cut when it comes to the heart center, feeling limited or feeling blocked in some way. You're being asked and guided to move beyond limitation. And that requires a level of vulnerability. And as Brene Brown teaches, vulnerability is our greatest strength. That is what connects us. That is also what makes us human, having this human experience, because we're not meant to hole ourselves away and, shield ourselves from every ache, every pain, every struggle or challenge, right? We want to the best that we can. We don't want to feel those things, but it's through those hardships where we grow, where we evolve, and we become, the best versions of ourselves. I always say that we have 2 choices. We can become bitter from what we've gone through, or we can become better. And if you are here watching this reading today, Capricorn, many of you are emerging from a situation that has been very difficult at times, very challenging, but I see that you are becoming better. All right, let's take a look at your higher self. What does your higher self want you to know at this time? Temperance, that you are currently in the midst of creating a balanced lifestyle that is good for your body, that is good for your mind, that is good for your spirit. And your higher self is helping you do this. Now, it's through patience, because sometimes we are not always patient. When that ego self comes in, we want things in the timing that we want them, right? We want things to speed up. And I see that patience has been something you've had to learn, and with the help of your higher self here. This is also about self-control. It is about you taking a look at external energies at times that are even out of your control. And instead of paying attention to those things that are external, it feels like you have been guided here with your higher self to focus on regulating your own nervous system, to focus on what's within your own lane, right? Your own sense of self-control here, your own sense of autonomy. Like you're getting in the driver's seat of your own life instead of feeling like you are in the back seat or even in the trunk at times and you're like, where is my life going? I don't even know. And you may have felt like you've lost yourself at times, but this is you in the driver's seat and you are really taking care of yourself and making choices, healthier choices that are more balanced and more aligned after a period of perhaps a lot of turmoil. So your higher self wants you to know that it is not only okay, but it is necessary for you to take some tender loving care, to take some time out if need be, to kind of get away from the noise. So do what you need to do. Tend to your inner garden. Excuse me. And some of you, May even be guided to take up a yoga class. Maybe this is reading a book that you haven't been able to pick up because things have been busy. This could be spending time with your children or your grandchildren and being present, being in the moment. That's the message I'm getting here from your higher self. This is about what truly matters, and that's what you are nurturing. You see that Auntie M is in her garden, and she has the water jug here, and she has the water pouring onto the tomato plants. So in order for those tomatoes to grow, right? Yes, there are external circumstances that play into this. You have the sunshine and you have, photosynthesis taking place, but I also see that it's up to you to water what it is that you want to grow. It's up to you to plant the seeds. Excuse me. It's up to you to kind of steer this garden in the direction that you want it to go. But you're not alone. That's what Spirit is saying here. You're not alone. You have help, but it's important not to focus so much of that energy on circumstances that are out of your control. If a storm comes in and threatens to drown those tomatoes, right? It's about trusting that, that sun's going to come back out and warm things. So I feel like you've had to learn the art of trust. You've had to learn the art of patience, and you've had to come back into the sense of self, the sense of wholeness. Now, what is the block? The Page of Swords. Okay. So when the Page of Swords shows up as a block, this can be challenging news. It can be problems here, especially around your belief system, your thoughts. It can be mental confusion or mental conflict. But what I see you doing now is embracing intellectual curiosity and embracing it in a way where you're not going down the rabbit hole of old stories and believing in the lies of those old stories, or falling back into the default mode where your nervous system starts to spike up, kind of like a porcupine, and goes into that fight or flight, that overdrive here, where adrenals start to shut down and you start to look at, worst case scenario, or you start to say, okay, there's a million reasons why this could go wrong. But what about embracing intellectual curiosity and saying, but all I need is one reason to lean into how this could go right. And that's what you're doing at this time. Even though there's been challenging news in the past, I see that you are embracing here confidence. You have the Queen of Wands here. This is the mirror. This is what is being reflected in your current life or situation, where confidence has been knocked at times, but I see here that you are dusting yourself off. You are trying again. This is a rise and shine energy with the Queen of Wands represented by Belina the hen. And the Queen of Wands, when she is in her glory, when she is standing strong and tall, she is magnetic. She is a natural leader. She is creative. She's artsy. She's protective, and she's highly bold. And I see here that many of you have these creative ideas of putting yourself out there, of being of service, of helping others in some capacity, of traveling the world, of falling in love, living an adventurous life. Or maybe this is a simplified life. Maybe you want to live in a little cottage on the lake, and you want to have a garden, and you want to tend to your hobby farm animals. Whatever your dream is, this is your dream. And I see that hope is emerging. You see the beautiful sun that is starting to come up in the background. And I see that that's what's taking place here for you. Something is starting to rise within your life. And Spirit is saying it is important to focus here on, the positive thoughts, not through toxic positivity, right? It's not about brushing the shadow, but it's about looking for all of the reasons in your life why you are blessed. And giving gratitude for what you cannot see is coming, but you feel it. You know that there are some beautiful changes ahead, even if there is a level of uncertainty here. Because sometimes when the Queen of Wands shows up as a challenge, and she could even be someone else in your life, if not you, she can be very insecure. Sometimes she can be very controlling, very bossy, very competitive, very jealous, very catty. Maybe this is an energy that has mirrored to you and someone hasn't been kind. They have not been using their words to help. They've actually been using words to damage, and that has created maybe a negative impact in the mind. So what is the shift? What's shifting here? We have the Page of Cups coming through, and I love the Page of Cups in this context because look at little Button Bright. Is he not cute, right? The Page of Cups is about a new emotional experience of the heart. It's connected directly to the Ace of Cups. So it feels like the Page of Cups is bringing in some sort of news, right? As the pages often do, and it is connected to a new opportunity, a soul-quenching renewal, one that aligns more with your spiritual and emotional alignment here. So when the Page of Cups is here, this is playfulness. This is vulnerability. As I've mentioned, this is about, the beginning here. You may even hear news of a birth. There could be a family member, maybe even a new pet coming in for you. This could be a new creative project or endeavor that is shifting in frequency, shifting in energy. It is something that's exciting. And many of you are moving into this chapter of your life where it does feel like it's aligned and manifesting from a place of heart instead of a place of fear, which the Page of Swords in reverse can mimic or bring up those fear-based energies, causing mental confusion and causing, sabotage in some way when it comes to happiness. And that's where Kali comes in here and says, I got you, right? I got you. This is going to be challenging at times to overcome, but we're doing this together. You have these spiritual teachers. You have this increased awareness, but you have extreme protection with Tara coming in. And what's the gift? What's waiting on the other side? You have the Three of Swords. The gift of the Three of Swords is moving on from heartache, from painful truths, from separation, from third-party energy, from sorrow, from grief, whatever has entangled that beautiful heart chakra of yours. Whatever fears were holding this heart back like prisoner, right? Whatever you had felt bonded to, because you can see that the thorns go deep within the woodman's heart here. And I see that the gift is you're starting to really feel that heartbeat within. You're starting to really kind of move into this lover's type of energy where you're sharing your time, you're sharing your care, you're sharing the beautiful part of yourself here with the energies that truly matter, and you're opening your heart up again. Some of you, this is love after loss if you've been widowed. This could be a new beginning of a career path, of something that really aligns with your heart after going through such challenges with people who are very bossy, very manipulative, very controlling. Perhaps this is family dynamics where you've gone through difficulties with your family and you get to open yourself up, maybe even meet a grandchild that you haven't seen or maybe you've never met before. This could be a sibling. Maybe you were adopted and you meet them many years later. It feels like there is a really beautiful awakening of the heart and it has your name on it. You're meant to drink this potion here with the Ace of Cups. This is the Drink Me vial in Alice in Wonderland that helps her become bigger, right? So expanding consciousness. That's what I see happening here through this new blessing, this new invitation that's coming in, is you are expanding consciousness, expanding awareness. And what is the integration? What's the outcome basically? The King of Cups. I love all of this heartfelt, emotional, spiritual, creative energy that's coming through the cups. This may be related to your relationships, your feelings, your desires, your joy, your emotions, and also a deepening of intimacy. Intimacy, with self and others. This is also emotional intelligence. It is patience. And I'm hearing that poem, love is patience, love is kind. So perhaps that is that Corinthians? That could be maybe a poem that you have on your wall. Maybe that's a poem that you come across. So I see that coming through here when it comes to relationships and engagements in your own life. This is someone who may be showing up in your life, who is very supportive, very loving, very nurturing, very caring. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be someone who's very, very important to you and to your life's path. This is an energy of building emotional bonds, especially around trust. This could even be a doctor, a therapist, someone who's a caregiver, someone who's a healer. He is loving his life as, maybe a professional caretaker in some capacity, but I also see that you are happy. There's this energy of happiness. I mean, look at his rosy cheeks. His eyes are squinted here. He has a smile on his face. So it feels like this is the energy that you are moving into. Capricorn, I love this for you. Your final message from your future self: honor your feelings. How have you been feeling? Are you telling yourself that you should or shouldn't be feeling a certain way? Feelings are like visitors. They come and go. And when we hold our feelings in, the energy can get stuck in our body and manifest as physical pain. You have a right to feel how you feel. Honor the feeling. Take a deep breath and release. Your action step: allow yourself to be with the emotion that you feel, right? Breathe into it, truly experience it. It will pass. Your mantra for the month: today I feel blank and I honor it. Right? There are going to be times where we don't have, a smile on our face, where we don't have, those red rosy cheeks, our eyes squinting. We may feel isolated. We may feel alone. We may feel even rejected or abandoned. And because children are showing up here, or I should say the babies of the court cards, the pages, some of you, this has to do with your inner child. It may even have to do with children or even people who are less evolved. Maybe you are more evolved on your soul's journey. It doesn't mean that anybody is better than. It's talking about growth or even evolution. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it may be that it can cause a bit of a clash with energies. But I see that you are overcoming some of these feelings. You're overcoming the clashes that have taken place, the entanglement, and you are moving into a happier phase of your life. Capricorn, that is what I have for you, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed the message and the reading, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And if you are interested in a personal reading or signing up for the monthly newsletter, you can find that information in the description box below or by visiting intuitivesoulcoach.com.